What's going on YouTube? It's Rashad, back up at it from Sneakers NBA Music, the channel, with a video that I promised a while back, and it is the KD4 performance review. I unboxed these shoes a while ago on the channel, and I told you guys that after breaking these in, I will give you guys a performance review on how these performed on court. And I finally tested these out for about 3 weeks now, and broke them in, and I can finally break down what I think about this shoe on the court. So just jump right into it. First, let's start off with the traction, like most reviewers here on YouTube do. The traction on the shoe, it features a storytelling pattern as opposed to herringbone, and I tested this shoe out on outdoor courts only, and I'm telling you, this shoe has held up. No signs of heel drag whatsoever. The only complaint I have is this area of traction here. I initially loved it. I still do love it. You know, it does really give you that nice traction that you need when you're going off a screen or cutting this way, and heading to the basket. It is nice to have that there, but playing on an outdoor court, there are signs of drag, and I feel like in a couple of weeks, this pattern here of traction will be obsolete and will not be there anymore, which is a bummer. But this traction on the bottom has held up. How it performed on the court, found myself really locked into the floor when dribbling. There was no slippage when running around the court, no slippage. When I needed to stop and pop, the traction was there for me and did stop and pop when I wanted to stop and pop. There's nothing worse than a shoe that when you want to stop and go for a shot, it just slips up, and that really kills your whole momentum. But this shoe really held up, and again, I only tested this shoe outdoors. So if I'm telling you guys the traction is good, and you're an outdoor basketball player, this is probably a shoe you should look into. So there is the traction. Let's look at it from front to back. Alright. Next up, I want to talk about the fit of the shoe, how the shoe fits. Now I have to start off with one major complaint that most people have had with the KD4, which is featured right here on this area of the shoe where your pinky toe is. A lot of people, including me, have had the same complaint that the shoe presses on your pinky toe and it causes blistering, or in worst case scenarios, bleeding, like full-fledged bleeding, which I have heard in some cases. For me, minor blistering, but it does suck when you're trying to break in the shoe, and that little discomfort is there. But when you do break in the shoe, that pain does go away. I've luckily broken the shoe. It's really comfortable now, but that's just something to look into, or know before you're purchasing the shoe, that you will have a little discomfort there. At least I did. At least a lot of people on YouTube did. Almost every review I've seen on YouTube mentioned that little discomfort area in your pinky toe. For me, it was only on the right shoe, but some people both shoes, and hey, maybe some people none. But that's the only thing. But when you do actually break in the shoe, the fit actually does. The fit of the shoe loosens up. This material here, when you first purchase the shoe, is pretty stiff, but as you break it in, it becomes very flexible. As you can see, I'm pressing it down. It wasn't really like that the first time I bought it. When I first purchased it, when it first came in the mail. So it does take this shoe. The key to this shoe is to break it in, to get the full play, the full package. Like, to really feel the effects of the shoe, you gotta break it in. So when I did break it in, the fit was pretty good. As far as the cushioning goes, it features Nike Zoom. The cushioning is not horrible, but I feel like they could have done a little bit more. I wanted a little bit more cushioning. I feel like sometimes I did feel a little discomfort after games. Like, I needed that more cushioning while walking back home from the courts. I just feel like they should have a little bit more cushioning. Maybe that's something they should take into consideration when designing the KD5s. A little bit more cushioning. But I feel like there are some other shoes out there that feature better cushioning. Off the top of my head, I can't really name some of them, but actually I can. The Adidas Crazy 8's cushioning is crazy amazing on that shoe. There are some setbacks on that shoe, but cushioning wise, that's an amazing shoe. So I feel like the KD4 really needs more cushioning in the shoe, maybe more foam. But as far as the Zoom bag, in this area of the shoe right here, it was good, but it could have been a lot better. And especially for a basketball shoe, cushioning should be an essential part of the designing process, because you need comfort in a basketball shoe. That's, you know, one of the most essential things. I can't stress that enough. But moving on, let's move on to the breathability of the shoe. The breathability features these windows of netting over here and over here, which is pretty much obsolete because it's blocked by this strap. Breathability is everything you expected. It's good. I didn't feel my shoe overheating. I feel like, you know, the pressure, the air was being released. The breathability is also featured on the tongue of the shoe, which is like a mesh. So overall, the breathability was good. Another thing I have to touch on about the KD4, which makes it which the feature of the shoe that sets it apart from other basketball shoes, is this strap. Some people think at first glance this strap is just there for looks. I'm telling you, no, it's not. This strap really is a difference maker with the KD4s. At first you don't really appreciate the strap for what it is, but after breaking in the shoe, after loosening it up, you have those moments on the court where your shoe feels loosened up, and you can't just stop and keep tying it up. You need something to have that extra support to tighten up the shoe, tighten up the grip under your foot. And that this adaptive strap, when you just pull it a little bit harder and strap it on, it makes your foot and your shoe so much more compact, and it gives you such a more compact feeling. And so the adaptive strap, you don't get the full effect of it until you break in the shoe, and I'm so glad that they added that adaptive strap, because it does make a difference on the court when your shoe is feeling loosened up. You know, you just have to, you know, quick second to unstrap and tighten it up a little bit more, and it'll give you more tightened feeling, which is really good on foot. So the adaptive strap really does help a whole bunch. So Nike, or designer of the KD4s, good job on the strap. I hope to continue to see this strap implemented in the next KDs. You know, it can even, you know, get different with it and make the strap more down in the midsole area, higher up in the ankle area. I don't know what they'll do, but I hope they keep the strap, because the strap is a plus, and it is, like, I think, a trademark of the KD series. The adaptive strap, I think, is great. So I think I touched on everything. Overall, my impressions of the shoe: it's a good shoe, mainly also because of the pricing. This is a $100 basketball shoe, and you're getting a name brand shoe, not just a Nike, but a Kevin Durant shoe. So overall, I feel like if you are wanting to invest in a shoe and your money is an issue, I think this is a great choice. It's $100. It features, you know, the basic components that a basketball shoe needs. Has great traction. Breathability is good. The cushioning, again, is decent. If comfort is a real priority, I think you should, you know, a little window shop a little bit more. Look into a little bit more shoes, because the cushioning on this shoe isn't as great. Maybe as something else in the market. But if you're on a budget, you need a shoe. You need a shoe quick, and you want a shoe with that superstar logo, as in, you know, the KD right here, as you can see. If you want, you know, something along the lines of, you know, what I've described in this review, the KD4s are the shoe for you. It is a bang for your buck, simply because it is durable. This material, I don't know exactly what it's called, but this material will not break on you. I've played 3 weeks of outdoor basketball, and there's no signs of tearing, only this little drag on the side of the shoe. But this shoe is holding up. So for $100, I couldn't ask for anything much better. So I do recommend this shoe if you don't have a problem with a little less cushioning, and if you don't have a problem with breaking in the shoe, because it takes a while to break in. So thanks a lot for watching this review, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you take into consideration if you looking into buying the KD4s. I've had a positive experience overall, and I will continue to ball in these until they get destroyed on me. So thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe, comment. We'll be having more videos up for you guys. The next pickup will be the Lake Summit Hornet LeBron 9s, which come out the 31st of this month. So look out for that video. And I probably will have another video coming up soon. Some other interesting stuff relating to sneakers. Hopefully I can get some NBA videos finally up about basketball, what's going on there, and some music related videos. But thanks for watching again. Rate, subscribe, comment, and see you guys soon.